It is, hi, there it is. It's coming in. It is Pick Central. I am Brandon Walker in the middle, right behind the American flag. Oh, let me show my experts t-shirt. That's what we got. It is our daily gambling show here on Barstool. We just talk a bunch of bullshit. We talk gambling. We talk sports. We talk about whatever we want. I've got to figure this mic out. We talk about it all. And to my left is the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Big Ev, the Double Vodka Don. Hello, sir.
Hello, Brandon.
That's very muted. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So let's get the elephant out of the room here. Have you mad at me?
No, honestly, no, I don't even want to get there.
Okay.
Do the intros.
That wasn't even it.
I mean, we cut the tension with
to my right, the returning Rico Bosco, who is leading the competition right now, is demanding a belt.
Belt me, bitch.
I'll belt you. You're going to get belted. The belt, I don't know when it'll be ready because I haven't bought it yet, but you will probably be the first winner of the belt because you're in good shape. Anyway, all right. A lot to talk about. NFL draft. We got some more questions to talk about the NFL draft. I'm going to ask who are the best voices in sports. We might do the top 5 college football helmets. Shit, I don't know. But off the top, I am repping the experts, and I did get the seating that I wanted. I got the seating that I deserved in the Dozen tournament, which is going to be recorded on May 4th and May 5th. I believe it'll be available for you guys May 12th. So the Dozen tournament Dozen's great, and it's one of the best pieces of content coming out of Barstool right now. I am sitting between two bubble teams. One got in, one did not get in. One, Big Ev, with a decent record, one with the worst record in the entire league. So my first question to you, Rico, is
sounds like a child song. One got in and one did not. The way he fucking laid it.
My question to you is this: do you feel bad getting in with a record of 2-10?
No, we lost every game close.
No,
and we played you
I don't
like
think that's right.
7 times.
Yes, we are a good team, but you're 2-10, and you sat out in the last round,
right?
But yet you're going to be able to come in and participate for the $200,000 in the Dozen tournament.
It's not $200,000.
It's something. I'll have to check.
Listen, NBA players rest before the playoffs. I haven't seen you take an issue with that.
I don't think NBA players say, "Oh, look at the other team and say, oh, that guy's playing tonight. I'm not playing."
Pete Alonso gets a fucking day off.
Pete Alonso looks in the dugout and saying, "Oh, no, I'm not facing that pitcher. I don't like that pitcher."
Matchups. You ever heard of analytics?
So you're just a bad matchup against certain people. Okay,
it was a bad matchup. Yeah.
All right, Big Ev, you are on the outside looking in. The 2.5 men, which I actually always enjoyed playing the 2.5 men. They're 3 pleasant personalities. You, Joey Molinaro, and Za. But you guys are not in. You didn't make it. What are your thoughts?
Just a talented team that just couldn't put it together. I guess if I want to start this off making some hot off-season news, 2.5 men might not be a thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
it might not be a thing. I'm just saying I might be. I think I'm a talented player on the court. I think I've shown my abilities.
So what you're saying
I think sometimes I didn't always get the ball when I should have. A lot of last shots I should have taken that I didn't get the ball. So
what you're saying is you're entering free agency is what I believe I'm hearing.
I don't know about that because there's a member of the team I would like to keep by my side. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
So you're suggesting striking out with 1.5 men?
I think we'd have to change names altogether.
Okay.
Nothing is set in stone. I haven't had any conversations. I'm just letting the world know, the Dozen world know this is where my head's at.
Retweet.
Looking into season 2.
I did already. I just did.
So season 2 might see a couple new faces next to Double Walking Down.
I do wonder. First of all, it's absolutely absurd and ridiculous and very Barstool that this trivia competition has grown into what it has. It's very capable.
Give Jeff a ton of credit.
And he works his fucking ass off.
That I never really consumed Barstool content that watch it religiously.
He built a juggernaut from the ground up, and he did that on the back of me and PFT, sure, but he still built it. He built it, and it is now a juggernaut. Now I'm wondering season 2. We'll see how the tournament shakes out. If the experts, I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. I don't know what Rico's future holds. Will there be completely different teams? Whoever wins the championship, I'm sure they will come back intact. But will there be maneuvering behind the scenes over the summer to get onto better or more suitable Dozen teams? I don't know. That's a good question.
Now that I'm out, should I give my pick?
Your pick for the tournament? Yes, I would love to hear your pick for the Dozen tournament.
I've thought about it a lot. I was thinking about it a lot last night. My official pick to win it all, my prediction, Team Minahan. I think he is so every episode I watch with him.
Is he coming here?
He is so sharp.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
He is coming here. I thought he was.
They talked on their episode yesterday about how they're going to already set up the chiclets for remote, so they're going to try to bail out of coming here physically.
Those fucking bitches. Are
What'd
you
he
kidding?
say?
The whole entire company is coming together.
He said he's not coming.
And this Earthworm Jim looking idiot that gets to live in Massachusetts and not come to the studio is going to bail out like a pussy.
They said
Fuck
yesterday.
you, Kirk.
Yeah, chiclets are going to be able to do remote. So
Chiclets have one guy doing it remote. I think the rest of them are coming in.
But they think that the tech's already going to be set up, so they don't have to do it.
Oh, so Kirk Minahan's going to be a gigantic, gaping pussy like he always is. No, shut up.
We're
Shut
supposed
up.
to have a big lunch.
He's going to... You can
I'm
have your
upset.
lunch. You can have your lunch of the two biggest douchebags of the company. Kirk Minahan is going to fucking be a
I don't know about
bitch.
that.
Kirk, you're being a bitch.
No, not true.
Regardless of what Brandon thinks, the guy is
Brandon's
just
not
Oh,
sharp.
he's a fucking machine.
the guy is sharp.
He's a trivia machine.
I mean, their thing is always golf. I mean, I don't think there was one question where he even let Jeff finish saying the question, where he just answer correct.
yeah, no, he's
And I know he said he doesn't watch as much sports lately. He kind of, because he's a little older, gets that, like, especially against you, gets that like 90s baseball. He's sharp at all those.
his outstanding true
He has
crime.
a phenomenal memory.
His
memory's
outstanding
phenomenal.
true crime podcast, The Case, which I believe is on episode 4, notwithstanding. Isn't he always bitching that he doesn't get the credit at Barstool, he doesn't get the publicity, and now when the entire company's having an event, he's just going to bitch out? Fuck him. Fuck him and that goofy Fred Flintstone on fucking anorexia motherfucking looking Steve Robertson and that fucking baseball idiot that doesn't know baseball.
for me.
And I'm giving her a lot of hype because, like, Jared, I love Jared. I mean, he never answers many questions on the show. Steve, I think only one episode I watched, he did pretty well. Like, Steve. Like, Kirk is carrying the rock a lot.
No, did you see their logo? Their logo is incredible, which their logo didn't have to be incredible because his fat virgin fans were going to buy it anyway. But their logo is incredible. It's him carrying a suitcase of Jared and Steve. That's brilliant.
That makes perfect sense.
The logo, as far as the logos go, Frank and the Frankettes, I believe, have the best logo.
I like teams. I'm honestly a big fan of Team ZD.
ZD, baby.
ZD's got a great logo, in my opinion. Chicago is a great logo, also.
I found something very, I don't know what to do with it, but so I sit next to Nick, and he's not here this week. So
Okay.
I went through his desk and started reading all his notebooks to see if I could find something funny or embarrassing. And there's the original sketch of the ZD logo right there. So that's history.
Nice.
That is Barstool history.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, so that's let's see, what other logo do I like? Oh, Team Nightmare.
Is
What
that
are you doing?
Allison?
Yeah,
Okay, good. I need to stop putting faces with names.
that's Allison.
Got it.
Team Nightmare has a very good logo. It has the Astros, backing because
I didn't want to say
cheating.
Jeff has done such a good job. You know what's better than one play-in game? 2. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
Maybe you could add 2 against
yeah.
the team who couldn't put together versus the cheaters.
Somebody said you guys beat a bubble team last week.
We beat Uptown Balls in our bubble showcase.
Wow, that's tough. That's a tough
The
look.
reports were the fans weren't crazy about us. There's a certain member of our team they were not happy with, and that was held us down.
Well, you sure are tap dancing around some fire here.
It's a tough.
It's KD and Russ.
I just
They're
feel,
both meant
I
to.
I feel very strongly in my abilities that I feel strongly I can be a part of a team that can make a run in this thing.
I want Kirk. Look at me. I know your fans will clip
But
this.
now,
I
what
want you to come into the studio. I want you to be here. I think you're a worthy competitor. That you could win the tournament. You need to be here. That's what I say. Don't bitch out, Kirk. I know it's your tendency, but
now-
don't do it this time.
One of your guys is not in the office all the time, so you should be a little bit more welcoming. Like I've always been. If people are on their own and they can't come into the office, you don't ostracize them.
No, we didn't communicate.
Stop
enough.
talking. What?
That's what I mean. It took a long
Yeah,
time.
but I
for
got
you
it
to
from.
bite.
I had it immediately. I was waiting to bite, but
I'm just thinking dozen. I'm not even.
Are you?
I'm like, I want to win this tournament.
Took you a long time to bite on that one.
okay.
Just because, listen, we're in a pandemic. Just because people can't come in, they're in a different state. You should not be mean to them or ostracize them.
Listen, I'm not trying to ask. He's a good guy. I
I'm
just was.
striking balls.
We need to have like a real. I think
I needed to set
the
up my
team.
joke.
The team could potentially be mended. We would need to have a sit down. We need to have a legit sit down. And
I
say, hey,
mediate it.
you can mediate it. I don't have any ill will personal for this person. It just as a competitor, it was just upsetting when you think you got the skills. To
Oh
help
yeah,
the
you
team
guys
out,
got to figure out an
and
offense.
you don't get the ball. I think our biggest problem was communication. We didn't really talk outside. We kind of would just show up and play, and that's a problem. You got to practice. You got to work together.
Yeah, you also had to be good at trivia.
But I think that's a problem. I think we were good at trivia. I think we had a couple good minds.
Oh, man.
And maybe the best morale guy in the history of morale.
There is something to be said about playing the game because Clem will say it too. Like, hey, we're not playing trivia tonight. We're playing Jeff. You got to figure out fucking questions. There's a maze with
it's
that.
But that was we misplayed like our doubles and stuff horribly in a couple games. Like the game we blew against Brandon, I think we had we didn't use a single one. We just we completely blew it. We had a couple of games like that our experience hurt us. We didn't play enough games.
Experience is very key. Like once you play like 10 to 12 games, like Rico played 12 times and he lost 10 of them, so he never learned from his experience. He just kept making the same mistakes. But he's not very smart. So once you get 12 games, you know what you are.
Because that's what I think. Like our last game, even though
How many games you play? 4?
5.
See, that's the tough break.
We won our last, and we honestly the one we had a 4-point lead with 3 questions we lost.
I heard about that.
So we had some tough break. Like we could have easily been like a 4-1 team.
You're running into a situation now, Ev, when you're walking around the eggshells. You've got some people in the chat thinking you're talking about the person you're not talking about.
Oh, Zal's my guy.
Okay, yes.
I said literally when I said someone's not going anywhere. I was speaking of one Zvetaita Shemedza.
You said he is the greatest morale guy in the history of morale guys.
Yes.
Right? That's what you just said.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, big time morale guy.
He's not going anywhere.
Who's the morale guy on your team?
No, we're all morale. Not much. We don't have.
You're anti-morale.
There's not a lot of points being scored, but we're clapping in the layup lines.
Clem's a great morale guy. He's a wonderful morale guy.
We got the layup lines going.
Clem and Eddie are both good morale guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
for
are.
sure.
Yeah, Clem and Eddie, and then there's you.
No, me and Joey can work it out. It can be worked out. We need to have a sit down. It can be worked out. But also could possibly not be worked out.
But you need to. You just want to work out. You just want to talk about minutes. And you want to talk about shots. You go over shot charts.
Just everything. We need to go over everything. Just distributing the rock. Just who takes the last shot.
Okay. All right. Well, so you guys got uptown balls in the play-in game. How you feeling?
Feel good.
Do you feel bad about squeezing Dave out of that last trivia spot? I'm asking. The fans would rather have seen Dave.
Yeah, Dave can have the spot if he wants. Whatever he wants.
Okay. You waited a while to say that, though.
What?
You waited like a week. You waited a week. You drug your feet.
You had to get in. I
People
didn't
didn't know.
want to jinx it. Pull another Bryant. I ruined their tournament experience.
Did you?
Yeah, Bryant University.
Cash the tickets before.
I don't remember that.
Jake
Yeah.
still breaks my balls. Well, no, I didn't say they were going to win, but after the semifinal win, I was like, hey, if things go the right way, we'd love to have you on. Like, it was very cliche thing, and they're like, you fucking jinxed it.
They were the big favorites, like
and I bet them,
number 1 seed all year.
I bet them.
I love betting Brian all year too. This guy says ZD is the AAU team doing fundamental layup lines while the other teams are throwing down dunks left and right.
Yes, we hang in it though. The best was somebody commented and goes, "This is how crazy Rico and ZD is." He goes, "They think this game first couple of rounds missed and it was like 1-1." I was like, "All right, good. It's a defensive game.
Right.
Like we need low scoring." Somebody's like, "Bro, the point is to score the most amount of points. You thinking it's a low scoring game does not help you. It's
You
not,
still want to be a low scoring
football.
game.
It's not fucking playing defense."
Yeah. So the dozen is next week, and well, I really do hope everybody comes in because I know Chicklets had one guy that couldn't be in here. I hope they come in. I hope because Jeff's gone through a lot of effort to do this studio. This is not a small amount of effort. This guy's busting his ass. People out there that aren't going to come in, you need to fucking come in. Like that's not. I'm not even joking. I'm just talking to Barstool. Like, please come in.
I think people are going to be very surprised. The set's
going to be phenomenal.
It's
going to take a look.
It's not
he's put a lot of work into it.
I don't think it's going to be a cheap set. It's not like Jeff's back there building it himself, but he's definitely got everything in mind, and he's going to look how he wants it to look. Come in. Nobody sit this one out, please. All right.
On to the last thing I'm going to say. I know Barstool moves away from putting their programs on TV. Like we looked at the rundown for years like that. This might be the one that is perfect for television.
Absolutely.
And game shows suck.
I think Jeff DeLoe as a TV game show host is like the perfect end game for him anyway.
Great.
I mean, he is somebody. There's a dog. That's just beautiful. That's
wholesome.
Just cute. That's just even you can't hate on that.
No, they're both riders. LEL is a big rider.
Shout out live event Lisa.
Yeah, the dog is a rider.
Yeah.
How you know?
The owner's a rider.
Lisa.
Okay.
How do you train your dog?
Not very well. Not very well. I've got him not shitting in the house. He doesn't shit or piss in the house, but he'll go on the deck. He'll shit or piss on the deck.
My uncle's dog that could talk.
Yeah.
Nope. No.
Not today.
Quit. You were out a week. Quit falling for shit, please.
No, I mean I was ready to. I was ready to let him get it off.
That's what Big Ev's letting everybody get their shots up.
Oh, your dog can talk.
So
that was my uncle's dog.
before we get into sports, I got to share. I don't do this very often. I got to share like a personal dad thing that happened to me yesterday. So I got off early. I got off early so I could go home. And my 12-year-old, my girl, she's in softball, and she's the third best player on her team. So
she plays
second base.
I was gonna guess third base. But second base could be third best player.
She was being wasted at
I'm saying
base.
overall, she's probably not the third best fielder, but her hitting vaults her over people. She's probably the fourth best fielder, and she did make a diving catch last night. Shouldn't have been a diving catch. It was straight at her, but she dove and caught it.
I'm gonna have to talk to this coach.
So anyway, she bats fifth in the order, and she plays second base. Anyway, so the team falls down like 7-2, right? They get down. The coach pitched some girls couldn't. Finally, she put in her ace, and they started coming back. And my daughter went. She's 4 for 4 in the season. She's gotten a hit every single time. Scored a couple of runs. Anyway, she's my daughter is on deck, and they've come all the way back. Okay, it is now 7-6 with a runner on third base and nobody out. So the girl ahead of her is the cleanup hitter. I am, Rico, when I tell you this is the most nervous I've been in my life. I do all these shows. I go, whatever I do in professional life doesn't compare to being a dad in that moment. I'm so nervous. Like, I don't want her. I don't know that I want her to get up in that situation. I don't know that I'm so terrified and ends up.
Well, you're not a baseball guy, but just to let you know, she did have to get up.
The girl
can't turn a triple play with nobody out and one on.
Did she have to get up?
She had to get up.
It's true.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Math checks out.
Does
Positive.
it? Because the girl in front of her hit a home run.
Well, I was waiting for the fucking. I guess she doesn't have to get up. I didn't factor that equation in.
Well, you didn't.
I gave you many times.
Well, you didn't say it was bottom last.
I did. I said bottom last in a walk-off situation.
Man.
I said walk-off situation.
You're building up the nerve. The fucking girl in front of her hits a home run.
I'm so nervous, but here's the thing.
What'd she do? Throw the bat like you?
Here's the thing. Here's the dad part of it. So the girl in front of her hits a line drive right over shortstop all the way to the fence and ends up walking it off with a home run. My daughter's celebrating, and I was so relieved that she wasn't going to have to go through that pressure. But I asked her after the game, this is, if you're a dad or if you're a parent, you take it so much more seriously than that kid does. And I asked my little girl, and I said, were you nervous about coming up with the game on the line? She said, I didn't know the game was on the line. I was just ready to bat. And that was it. She had no idea. So that's the kind of thing, like, you put yourself as a parent through all this shit. It was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life, just being able to avoid that terrifying situation. And she would have just gotten up there, hit a line drive, and been fine.
She's just playing ball, Dad.
She's just playing ball. That's all she's doing.
Simple game. It's ruined by adults.
It was that is very, very
Kids
correct.
Game, it's ruined by adults.
There were like and that's true anywhere you are in the country. New Jersey, Mississippi, Florida, California. Little league games are wonderful to watch until you look outside the fence.
Yeah.
Then it's just a bunch of assholes.
With that said, down the line, if I ever coach kids, there are people I have on my list that I want to put their kids in therapy by beating them by 40. So, adults, I might be part of it.
You are going to carry your personal grudges over to the kids of your enemies?
If their dad's on the other team, yeah, absolutely.
Have you
hang them by 30, hang them by 40.
Are you okay?
See you at the Peach Jam.
Are you good? Are you fine? What I would love to see Rico walking through the handshake line. Hey kid, good game, but I hate your dad. This was because of your dad. Tell him.
Rico's just running up the score.
Yeah.
The starters are in all 4 quarters, no matter what the score is. Best players getting the rock every time. Running sets up 42 to fucking 12.
Listen,
taunting them.
You're not gonna make a big deal out of me working out in the morning, are you?
No, I think it's great for you. Probably all should.
I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and I was before the sun came up. I was already working out.
The hardest part is waking up.
That's the most miserable part of the day. The from 5:30 to 6 when I'm getting ready to get in the car and I'm trying to talk myself into getting back in the bed and going back to sleep. I almost did it today, but no, not me. Dan is rooting against me. Dan says he can't wait till I fail. That's wrong. Are we friends? Are we buddies? Are we pals?
But you could make an argument he's just being real. It's so. As a guy who's fluctuated weight as much as Jonah Hill in his life, it goes back and forth. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold. I think what he's setting you up for is that the only way he's saying for you to succeed it's not that you won't succeed. It's that you would have to literally just keep up this lifestyle forever.
Yeah.
For the rest.
And he also says guys like us fail.
Because you've seen Big Cat, dude. You put on some weight, you lose it, it goes back and forth. You yo-yo a little bit. It's the reality of life.
One guy said, Trey PJ says, we need Rico 5 days a week on here.
Too much.
Too much Rico or too much Barstool for you?
I think they'd turn on me.
I think they have. I mean, whoever's going to turn on
I'm
you
a
is
good,
already,
like, special.
whoever is going to turn on
you get the lamb chops. But if you got the lamb chops every day, you get tired.
Whoever out there is going to turn on you has already turned. Whoever's going to ride with you has already decided to ride forever. I don't think there's anything new with you. It's all, you know what you get. Just like you just said, you know what you get.
It's hard for me to do 5 days a week.
I understand.
I'm still taking classes at DeVry, trying to get my degree.
Plus your contract. I mean,
that too.
Contracts are contracts for a reason.
I can't be
right?
overworked. I'm like KD.
You're like KD. Can we just clip that? Rico saying I'm like KD. All right. So one thing we did last night, we went home and we had a delicious meal. Why? Because HelloFresh is the best meal service in this country. They're the best to your home meal kit in America. HelloFresh is fresh packed ingredients. They're easy to follow recipes. Under 30 minutes. It's delivered right to your house. You can skip the line, skip the grocery store, skip the stress of shopping. You can also skip the stress of meal planning. You don't know what you're going to make that night. Well, HelloFresh makes it easy for you. They send you fresh, greatly organized ingredients. It's all good. The food is good. It's healthy, and it's in easy to use, easy to follow recipes. My wife loves it. I love it. When I was down a couple of weeks ago and I couldn't leave the house, my wife was able to lean on that because there was a lot of stress on her. She was able to lean on having that box there and being able to just make up something for the kids very easily, very quickly.
You know, you touched on a good point. You don't know what you're going to make. I've walked around grocery stores where you're like, I can't afford to eat out anymore. You walk around, you end up picking like a rotisserie chicken. Yeah. Because you're walking the aisles for 30 minutes. Yeah. Not with this. It's already decided. The sauce, the fucking recipe, that's the way to go. You waste time in the grocery store too.
Go to HelloFresh.com/12picks. HelloFresh.com/12picks. 12picks. Use that code 12picks for 12 free meals. Folks, 12 free meals is good no matter what it is. And HelloFresh, one of the best meals. That's two weeks of meals. HelloFresh.com, code 12picks for 12 free meals, including free shipping. And what is that? Somebody bringing in that's like the thing you slide the pizza in on the.
It looks like free lunch, doesn't it?
That guy look like a TikTok guy?
No, that guy doesn't look like a TikTok guy. The guy's like 50. He's got some sort of.
Is that? You want to know what he kind of looks like? You know the guy, what's his name on Instagram? He does like Italian food reviews.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Is it Tommy Mozzarella? Like something like that? It's like Tommy Mozzarella or something like that.
You think that's Tommy Mozzarella?
I'm pretty sure I follow him. Hold on.
Or something like that.
You're going to try to figure out if that's Tommy Mozzarella?
Yeah, let's see. What the fuck is his? I think it's BK.
It's something Mozzarella. I can't. I think it's Tommy or I don't know.
It's probably his real name.
I think it's Tommy.
Tommy!
Hey, Pat!
What? Don't yell at me.
Nah, that's not him.
That's not Tommy. That's Tommy. That's Tommy Smokes. Is Tommy a fan? Or people... What? This is a famous guy? We don't...
So the one I found, we're thinking it's Lil Mo Mozzarella.
Lil Mo Mozzarella? Yeah, that guy's a legend.
He kind of looks like him, but I don't think it's him.
Yeah, look, this guy.
Tell
me that's not like him.
He looks a lot like him, and honestly... I'm not totally counting out that it's not yet.
Keep talking.
No, I'll just call Tommy.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
We're talking.
Jeff D-Lo just came in here.
Brandon's walking out the studio to see if that's Lil Mo Mozzarella. Rico's on the phone. It might be. If we're
Did you see that motherfucker?
Is that Lil Mo Mozzarella?
That motherfucker did?
Is that him?
That's a Hogecoin guy.
Oh, shit.
Tommy just declined my call.
Because Tommy's talking to the guy.
Damn.
I mean,
I thought we were
it's a Hogecoin guy.
I thought we were in the presence of greatness.
Well, we could be. We could be.
Lil Mo Mozzarella is phenomenal. I love that fucking guy.
I don't know who Little Mo Mozzarella is.
Oh, man, he's a fucking legend.
Look him up on Instagram.
I'll follow him.
He just goes like small. He just does like reviews. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
Little Mo Mozzarella.
No,
okay.
He's the best.
All right, let's before we get into some NFL draft talk and our picks.
We're in the building, 388, Strong Island, Long Island. What do you want to do? What are you coming to get? They got lamb chops. What's up, guys? They don't. That's all.
They don't.
Also, get his semolina. You know what I'm saying? Get out. I give you.
Oh, Tommy Little Mozzarella.
Look,
What a legend.
That's not him, though.
Nah.
I'm upset. I would have loved to meet him.
That guy's got some sort of Dogecoin
DMing
gift
him.
bag for Tommy. Are you concerned that Tommy just big timed you?
Yeah, he'll pay his price.
Well, there goes Tommy.
Hey, dude. Huge fan.
He's on Uptown Balls. You want to bail out of that one, too?
No, but
Okay.
I'll just punish him now. I took that personally, like George Carl.
Tommy! Come here. Hey, buddy. How are you? Yeah, you can get that's fine. Yeah, you can take a picture. Sit right there.
You're in trouble.
Sit right there. We won't know who that is. First of all, everybody wave at it or everybody look at him for the picture.
Yeah, so
Who is that?
You can't message him.
talk about Dogecoin. It's a new crypto, like sort of like a Dogecoin type.
Wait.
So this is very
Let
boring.
me see that.
See what?
Your phone, does it work?
They thought it was somebody named
Why, when you
Little
were
Mo
calling me?
Mozzarella.
Fucking idiot.
No. So the Dogecoin official account reached out to me today, and they were like, "Hey, we want to send you something for your birthday." It's like, sure, just like mail it to
But
the
your birthday's
office.
not till Thursday.
Right, it was an early birthday gift. And I said, you could just mail it like to the office. And then they actually said, we're actually going to have one of our soldiers hand deliver it, Mo.
That's a soldier.
I love that they called him a soldier.
Which really
I'm a big fan of
concerned
that.
me a
That guy's
little.
name was Mo?
Yeah, his name was Mo. So I was like,
this is all
huh.
weird.
I was like, that's a little.
he
His
on
name was Mo?
TikTok?
His name's Mo.
That might have been the guy doing another thing.
Wait, what?
That might be Little Mo Mozzarella doing
Is it this guy?
that might if it's the same name, that
If his name is Mo, it has to be him.
No, that wasn't him. But yeah, I was
I mean,
a
what
little.
a fucking coincidence.
Honestly, I thought they were going to bring me like a head as human sacrifice. I've sort of become a leader to them. But no, it looks like a nice thing of a paddle and a bottle of wine.
Okay,
So,
one more thing before I let you go.
Yes.
You were standing out there and Rico called you and you declined the call.
Well, Rico was calling me as I was in the middle of talking to that
Yeah,
guy.
because we thought that guy. We were gonna get that guy to come in.
If we thought it was Little
What
Mo
do you think I was
Mozzarella.
calling? Ask what you want for lunch?
Yeah,
I thought that was a possibility.
he was trying to help the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that, Rico.
It's all right.
He apologized immediately.
Just a quick reminder: you face us in trivia next week.
Yeah, I faced you in cornhole today too, I think.
Do you?
There's cornhole.
Yeah,
today?
me and Rico are facing off today in
I know.
cornhole.
Oh,
How many people are
maybe I'm
facing
not
off in
then, but we do face off.
I think
in
I'm
trivia.
going twice. I'm
Um,
supposed to. Have
How do you feel
Smitty.
about that? He just intimidated you, kind of bodied you.
Well, we
about
beat
trivia.
Ziti last time.
Well,
They're like the
everybody
only
beat
team
Ziti.
we've
I mean,
ever
that's not
beat.
really that-
But I'm not too confident. Like I keep wanting to imagine this a magical run between me, Glennie, and Smitty, but we just don't know that much
I think
stuff.
the top teams are too much.
Well, I mean, whoever wins you guys,
Right, it has you
are going to
guys.
face the experts.
Yeah, I know.
Although I have something in my back pocket.
Oh, I know.
Well, you don't.
I know
exactly.
everything.
Okay. We'll see.
I know everything. There's nothing about you that. Why are you sitting like that?
What? I'm sitting normal and confident, like a masculine.
You
man.
were sitting like. You know,
Oh, that's how most guys sit with their knees.
Knees
really
are rubbing
close,
together.
Really
Yes,
close
yes.
together.
With hands
Look at
clasped.
With their hands
Yeah,
on them.
that's
yeah.
how. All
That's
right.
how most men sit.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of the show.
Appreciate it, Tom.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
Tommy
bro.
Smokes. Good kid. Good kid. Rico, say he's a good
Yeah,
kid.
he's a good kid. He's a good kid.
All right. Let's talk. I got one talking topic that I want to use the chat, and I want to get what they say, and we'll go back and forth here. So the Chicago guys, as they brilliantly do every week, they do the draft, the snake draft, and this week it was unique voices, the most unique voices.
Credit to Eddie. If it was me hosting those dog walks and snake drafts, it would have ended after like 2 months.
I
The
think.
fact that they're still
I don't think you
coming
have to
up
say
with
that
stuff-
out loud. I think everybody knows that.
All right, you know what?
No, for real.
Fuck off. God forbid you give somebody a fucking compliment.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus
Go ahead.
Christ.
I mean, you didn't really have to. Okay, fine. Sorry.
You could have came up with a million snake drafts?
Yeah. Of course I could. Not as well as Eddie. I'm like you. I couldn't host those people.
He's done a phenomenal job.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all we're looking for.
I feel thank you for having me on for one of the drafts, Ed.
it's
Appreciate
team
it.
game.
I was honored.
I was the original
asked.
guy. I think I was the original guest.
I was honored when I was asked.
Have you listened to the air conditioner draft?
I don't think I
It's
have.
an all timer. It's an all. Summer's coming. It's an all timer.
I've been on two. I was on the wrestling themes, and I was on college football Swedish quarterbacks. I won the Swedish quarterbacks. Yeah. So they had the most unique voices, and so I'm gonna just take that idea, that concept, bastardize it a little bit, steal it for this show. Most unique voices are the best voices in sports. Not the most unique, the best voices in sports. The best voices in all of sports. Chat, start to work on that. The best, not the most unique, because like Jim Nantz. Everybody knows that voice. I don't think it's a great voice. It's just fine. It's like a very milquetoast, or like a very eggshell white kind of voice. It's nothing really special about it. He's just on everything. And Joe Buck, I don't think that voice. He's great, but I don't think his voice is what makes him great.
Anybody take Francesa?
Nobody's taking anybody. I'm just entering it into
You already did it already.
No, we're doing just sports. They did like a voices.
We're
like,
doing it here.
got it.
Yeah.
They did like a
So-
anybody.
Francesa, Musburger, Mad Dog.
Musburger, really?
Vern.
I like Musburger.
Musburger's
I mean,
big time.
I said
With the lights on the fucking aerial?
Yeah.
I said Keith Jackson.
Keith.
Yes.
Also, honestly, one who I think is really slept on, who's a phenomenal announcer, is John Anik. That guy's really good.
I don't know if I would recognize that voice.
He's like the point man on the UFC stuff, but he does other stuff too.
Okay.
He's sharp. He's got a good voice.
My favorite 3 voices in sports right now are Kevin Harlan. He's my favorite voice. That
he's
voice
good.
is perfect. It's just awesome. As soon as you turn on channel, you hear Kevin Harlan. It just makes me feel good. Makes me feel like it's
Raftery.
basketball.
Mike Breen,
the hockey guy. I think it's Doc Emmerich.
Doc Emmerich.
Yeah, the hockey guy is incredible. He's got an
NBC
incredible
Sports.
voice.
He's
Yes.
retired.
Yeah, he 100% is.
He retired?
He retired.
Okay, well, still, Keith Jackson died. So I get to have
He's
him.
a great voice.
And Gary Thorne. Gary Thorne has done a lot of hockey. Also does Baltimore Orioles baseball, I believe. Gary Thorne has a
Yep.
very, very, very good voice. I love that voice.
Honestly,
Scully.
Joe Tessitore's got a good voice too. I'm a big
Tessitore's
fan of
pretty good.
Tessitore.
Scully.
A lot of people are just saying famous announcers like John Madden's voice isn't good. Al
No,
Michaels. Now, Al
I do-
Michaels has a good voice.
Yeah,
I do think the other one, Pat Summerall's voice was distinct.
Yeah.
That's a great voice.
Yeah. It was that was also a very comforting voice.
Yeah.
It's very much like Uncle Vern.
Yes.
He was the Uncle Vern of his time.
I think maybe I'm just announcing. I'm doing too many.
I know I'm a homer on that.
announcers,
Bob
too.
Shepard's got a legendary voice. Just like Derek Jeter, number 2.
Yeah, but isn't he? He's the
No,
okay.
he's been dead a long time.
He
but-
was the PA announcer, right?
yes.
There was a guy you used to hire for Little League baseball tournaments. That was a Bob Shepard impersonator.
That's incredible.
And I've heard. I think there's 2 actually, because I saw one guy who did it with a box, and another guy would literally go like this. He's like, no, bad thing. Like he would fucking
Like,
finagle his own
number
bro.
2.
Sat next to him. It was a wild scene.
He's like Derek Jeter.
Yeah, he's like,
number 2.
yeah, Brandon Walker.
Because even after he passed, he would do. They had the recording that he would do just Jeter.
Oh, he didn't do his whole team?
He passed, and Jeter loved it so much. He was like, I want that to be like my walk.
Okay.
Still.
And now he's the captain. Did he do the whole 9?
You asked for this. You
can
opened the
give it
door
to
to
me.
this.
He didn't do the whole 9?
it was a special thing. He's the
Oh,
captain.
just for him. Okay. When he died, did the man go to his funeral? He had to have gone to
paid
the
his
funeral,
respects.
right? Oh, he did?
You think he didn't
Okay.
send a basket?
Said he didn't know
Flowers?
when it was.
Biggest flower arrangement in the place. You didn't
Okay.
see it?
Didn't see it.
But I feel
It's a
like
shame.
if he announced your games for 15 years and you love him so much, you could make time to go to his funeral.
He didn't know no one sent him the memo.
I feel like you could figure it out. There's
No
the
one
internet.
told
There's
him.
newspapers.
Cell phones weren't invented till 2019. Don't
He
worry
was in the
about it.
batting cages. He was fielding ground balls. No one told him.
Disrespecting women.
Why disrespect? Why do you say disrespect? Because he had consensual sex? Why is that disrespectful?
Sent him a flower basket like they're on a game show. A little disrespectful.
More than a flower basket. I would love a basket, a post-Jeter dick down basket. They're probably, they say signed baseballs. It's worth a few bucks.
Yeah, no, it's tangible goods, right? You can use
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
from Derek Jeter, one of the best baseball players of all time.
You can sell that. You can sell that
sure.
to dudes that want to fuck Derek Jeter, and they'll give you money for it.
Yeah. This guy.
Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson, I say no because Gus Johnson's voice isn't unique until he's yelling. I'm saying this is best voices to me. I feel like we're saying some of you are just saying most distinct voices, which is fine. I listed
Yeah,
best voices.
like I think Herb Street's a phenomenal announcer, but he doesn't have a great voice.
No, and I feel that way about Jim Nantz or Joe Buck.
Mike Tirico is money.
Mike Tirico has a very soothing voice too. Yeah, he has a good voice.
I know you guys don't usually watch soccer, but there's a ton of them.
Well, yeah, I think pretty much. You just give me a British guy talking about football, and
It sounds awesome.
I'm hooked.
The guy
That's
from
awesome.
Hard Knocks. The voiceover guy.
Oh, Schreiber,
Yep.
right?
Oh,
He's
that's
sick.
sports. Got to give it that. And also, The Kentucky Derby guy, I'll never know what else he does, but he's got a fucking unbelievable
Yes,
voice.
yes. What is his name?
I don't know.
You're
I'll have
right.
to ask Ellie. I'll write it down.
Because
I'll ask her
they
tomorrow.
always say, and now we'll go to him on the call, and it's the only time I see
unreal.
that name
It's
all year.
Unreal.
Yeah, he's very
Calling
good.
a horse race has got to be one of the most
Is it
challenging.
Larry Comas?
Is it
I don't
Larry?
know.
I
It's
looked it
tough.
up.
I don't think so. That might.
I don't know.
It could be.
Travis Stone.
It's not Travis Stone. That sounds like a porn star.
There's Tom
McDonough.
Durkin.
I think McDonough's got a great voice.
Yeah, McDonough's good. I don't know who that person is. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know who that is. Well, there's a lot of new people here.
I know.
That was Goochman.
I don't know him.
Okay, well, you should learn your company that you
What does he work for?
He's Jeff D. Lowe's right-hand man.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Nestler? Nah, I don't know.
No,
Nestler's so plain.
because Nestler took over for Vern.
Yeah, Nestler's plain.
What's his face does though? Who's the guy next to him? Gary
Danielson.
Danielson has a distinct voice.
Yeah, because
I
he's
like
always
Gary's
he's got
voice.
Nick Saban's
Isn't it
dick in his
Bob-
mouth.
Isn't it Bob Costas? What you're thinking of for the
No.
Kentucky Derby?
No,
I
we're
thought
not
he
thinking
does
about
the Kentucky Derby.
He doesn't do the Kentucky Derby. Not the
Costas
actual.
does the Kentucky Derby, but doesn't do the Kentucky
not the
Derby.
race. Not the race. Yeah.
He does like the like the lead-in.
No, I'm talking about the guy who does the race.
You're right.
Yeah, no, not Costas.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Great.
That's
dog,
just a cute
dog
dog.
friendly
Just a
environment.
couple
Mhm.
riders.
Couple of riders.
I could never bring my dog here. I'd just be terrified of what my dog would do. I feel like my dog would embarrass me.
Yeah.
One Dookie, and he's the dog that shit in the office for the rest of his life.
Right.
Like Billy brought his dog and laid the biggest turd I've ever seen
Oh.
come out of a dog's butthole. And Billy first of all, Billy's dog is big, and Billy tied it up over there in content and went and did PMT for an hour, and we just had to sit, and the dog shit.
I feel like there's got to be a weight limit on bringing your dog in.
30 pounds?
I think even less.
I
I think Jeff's dog Mimosa, like that's the dog you bring.
whatever Rachel's dog is, Rachel Beeman, she brings Yogi in, and whatever
Yeah, they can't. That's a good.
Yogi
that's a good dog.
Yogi can be here. Yeah.
I after you saying that, I retract the weight limit. That's
Shout out
Also-
to her. She's on the DL.
and beef, another good dog. I
Let's
just
shout out-
retract my weight limit.
Shout out to her though. She's on the DL right now.
One more big dog we got to shout out. Liz's dog, Eli. Is
Yes.
Eli
Good dog.
the big chocolate lab?
Another great dog.
It's a very good
I
dog.
retract my weight limit thing. You
And-
just got to know if it's a big dog, you got to know they behave.
R.I.P.
dog.
to Leroy. He was a great dog too.
Great dog.
Great dog.
dog.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
What about Avery's dog, Pat?
What about Pat? You
Pat
ever-
yeah, Pat the dog.
did you have a particularly good weekend? Did you have a really good weekend?
I know people are probably in the chat are like, these are the cornies. I do it because it gets them so upset.
No, that one I kind of enjoyed that
All right,
one.
fair
I kind of like that one. Sir Nick Faldo, yes, that's a very good one. That's a very good golf voice, very good Masters voice. Golf is a very good venue for good voices. David Faraday has a good voice. Very, very good venue. But again, Jim Nantz does it all, and Jim Nantz is just kind of there. He's iconic because of everything he gets to do, and he's
just good at what he does.
he's not good because
he's
of
like
his
a regular
voice.
guy. Yeah, voice. I mean,
Gene Deckerhoff is a legend in Tampa calling Bucks games. Okay, Godspeed.
you ever
Gene
heard
Deckerhoff.
you ever heard it was a YouTube clip probably 10 years ago that Carolina Hurricanes broadcaster who mixed in all the pop culture references on goals.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I don't think I have.
Okay,
Yeah, no, I mean
it's very
it
I
sounds
know the guys
interesting.
who do the guys who do the Hornets now are like that. They've had some great calls.
it's very
this year.
funny and very clever. Like you'd hear it and you'd be like, Walker triple deke goal, and he'd be like, pay that man his money. Like he does this shit like that in the thing, and it's 15 minutes of the clips. It's very funny.
I will watch that clip whenever I get free today.
No, not Carolina. Florida Panthers.
Florida
Type in
Panthers.
Florida Panthers goal guy. It's very funny.
I think if you're the Florida Panthers commentary guy, you've got time to
Yep.
come up with bits.
Yeah.
You've got the leeway. Nobody's watching, so you got the ability to do whatever you want to do.
Crazy.
I agree.
They're actually really good this year.
Yeah, I did
Shout out
notice
the
that.
Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
I saw the record. I was like, holy shit.
Speaking of, you know who's good in baseball? The Royals.
Yeah, they are.
The Royals
I
are a
said-
good
I said
baseball
that 2
team.
weeks ago.
The Royals are now 15-7. I think.
Yes.
they're
Either
really
14 or
good.
15-7.
They were they won yesterday, right? You had the money line.
Yes,
I had the
they
money
won.
line. They were 14-7 going into yesterday. They're 15-7. They're very good. I don't know. Are you going to keep betting on the Yankees today?
I didn't bet on them yesterday.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
I took the over, and that stunk.
I
Yeah.
took the Royals yesterday.
They also got shafted out of a run. Didn't really matter, but
Oh, that's the one Aaron Boone was bitching about.
well, I mean Judge shouldn't have went to third in the first place. You can't get an out there, but LeMahieu clearly touched the plate before the tag. They refused to review it, which is just crazy. The MLB review.
Boone
MLB,
told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, he should have. He should have.
Told
He
the
got a
umpire to go fuck
scumbag.
himself, and he got tossed.
He literally would not. He went like this, like he wanted to review the call, and the guy told him to go fuck
He
himself.
goes, "You didn't even fucking look at me," and he got tossed. Yeah, I read the list.
No, I love that he got tossed. Show some fire.
Big Yankees fan. Watch the whole game. Did you?
No, but the Yankees are in town. They get the headlines. I watch the games. Flip. Mets are off.
Just
I watched the Brewers get their fucking
MLB,
dicks kicked in yesterday.
The MLB just can't get out of their own way.
No, I never.
They're
can.
such shitheads. Like they just stink at all the people that like run it. They just stink at their jobs.
Speaking of something we should have talked about yesterday, I wanted to talk about. So Fernando Tatis hit a home run off Trevor Bauer the other day, and as he was running around first to second, he did the whole one eye thing because Trevor Bauer did that one eye thing in spring training, and they were asking him, "You're mad?" And Trevor Bauer, I think, had the best take about it. He's like, batters should be able to celebrate. If you hit a home run off of me, you can celebrate. That's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to get upset. And the guys that answer celebrations like that with 90-mile-an-hour fastballs are soft. And he didn't say those exact words, but that's what he was saying. And I do think it's time, and this topic comes up a lot, but I do think it's time that baseball needs more emotion and doesn't need to check its emotion. It doesn't need to enforce its emotion. It needs to let its emotion come out and flow. Because baseball's, it's a long slog. It's 162 games. It's 4 hours a night. I mean, it needs an injection of emotion like Fernando Tatis.
Is he the most fun player right now?
Has to be.
Well, no, I don't think he is. I think Shohei Ohtani is. I mean, Tatis is great.
But Tatis just has way more swag. Like
Shohei Ohtani.
He has like the most errors in the league. No one even cares.
Shohei Ohtani is the first guy in 100 years to go into a start, which he won, go into a start as the leader in home runs in Major League Baseball. Like that.
No, he's incredible. I just think when you come to like Tatis is getting the headlines.
Tatis it's him. I believe the most exciting player in baseball is Fernando Tatis or Shohei Ohtani.
What Ohtani's doing, just no one's seen it before, so it's special. But Tatis just kind of has like the world by the balls with just like the swag, everything. Because I mean, I respect that Bauer said that. Because I mean, even some people like it, some people don't. I mean, if you really don't like it, high and inside next time.
He wants to celebrate too, Bauer.
Yeah,
he knows that when I strike a guy out, I'm going to do all my celebrations.
I mean, he's wearing the Houston Asterisk shirts and the cleats and everything. Like, if you do that, you can't be like, oh, you hit a home run off me.
Right.
Just jog around the base with your head down.
I will say baseball needs more rivalries, though. There was nothing better than the Red Sox and Yankees.
Think Bauer, if he comes next, he comes high and inside, rivalry.
Well, I already think it's
you don't got to hit him in the head, but
I already think it's a rivalry.
No, it is, but I'm saying you want to spark it.
Is the best.
You want to spark it, really.
I think it's the best current rivalry.
Let's face it, Yankees, Red Sox no longer. Shouldn't say that. People can jump on it. But it's not necessarily a heated rivalry.
I mean,
it's peace time.
But I mean, it's just
peace times.
But it's just right this second. We're not great. Like this second.
Last couple of years, I feel like it hasn't been.
Well, because they were bad. We were good.
That's what I'm saying.
So
that's fun. Yeah.
I'm wondering what you guys think of this concept. But when the Yankees and Red Sox rivalry was at its very, very peak, which I believe is late '90s, early 2000s, when the Yankees won so many in a row, and then the Red Sox ended up winning. Around in there, when Pedro's throwing Don Zimmer around like a rag doll.
That was 04, I believe.
And like Veritek and A-Rod. And
so 06. That actually might have been a little bit later.
No. That was then. It was either 03 or 04.
Yeah.
Because all right, no, it had to be 04 because A-Rod was on the Yankees, right?
I don't think he was for the Don Zimmer throw, was he? Was it all with the same brawl?
I don't know.
I thought that was two separate ones.
All right. But anyway, so I wonder what you New York guys think of this. As somebody that was not in New York at the time, the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry killed my interest in baseball because they played 18 times a year. Most of them were on ESPN. It was every time they got together, it was always the Sunday night game. It just killed it because there were more. I always felt ESPN, there's more than these two fucking teams. Yeah, they're good, but I thought ESPN and Major League Baseball killed the rivalry by overdoing it when it was at its peak.
I guess, especially I know Rico's obviously a Mets fan. It's hard for me to judge because I just was watching the Yankees regardless.
03.
I was watching the Yankees regardless.
I'm gonna tell you
for me, it's like I didn't even probably feel it, to be honest.
Sadly, I've watched more Yankee playoff games than Met playoff games. Sadly. I hate watch them, but it's just a fact.
The Yankees, like what he said, they just put asses in seats whether you want them to win or lose.
Yeah, I mean, even if you hate...
I mean, people love to drink Yankees tears. I get it every year.
Watching the Yankees was appointment television in the playoffs because I hated them. you had to watch them lose. You had to know if they were going to lose. And it's very rare that I got to celebrate that.
All right, so why don't we do some picks now? We'll do some picks, and we'll go through that, and then we'll circle back and we'll do the NFL draft. My number one pick, I'm going to go and tell you, on the Barstool Sportsbook app today in Michigan and Illinois and Pennsylvania, and soon coming to other states, my favorite bet of the day is this. Walk with me, motherfuckers. It is Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit a home run. I hit on this on Friday. He's the hottest player in baseball.
I know, I love him.
On Friday, plus 425, I gave him to home run in Dodger Stadium. He did. He nailed it. He hit 2. Then he hit 2 more. Then he hit 1. I single-handedly got him going. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 3 games. Tonight he's playing Chris Paddock and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's boosted. I haven't seen the odds just yet. I'm guessing it's around 300, 350. It's boosted on the Barstool Sportsbook app. That is my number one pick. I also have Red Sox money line to win today. Braves, Cubs, under. I feel like every time the Braves offense takes a step forward, it takes a step back. So I'm going to go with the Braves, Cubs, under. Rockets money line plus 102. They're playing a fellow bad team. I believe they're playing the Wolves, and the Rockets just lost John Wall for the year. This is going to be that time. Houston's the kind of team, when they get down to all their scrubs and all the bench players, they see new guys emerge, and they'll inexplicably be 8-3 without their good players. That's how the Rockets operate. And then Warriors money line tonight, laying a little juice, but I'm okay with it. So those are my 5 picks. I don't know who's next on the graphics, but Rico, you are leading, so I'll turn to you.
White Sox minus 1.5. Houston Astros minus 1.5. Dallas Golden State over 224.5.
It seems like a low over for them. Is it?
Glad I got it.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just straight up. Give it to me.
Yeah, fair enough. Did I say Paddock is on the Padres? Did I say the wrong one? Yes, I did. It was the pitching matchup. Paddock against
what are you looking for? The Diamondbacks?
The Diamondbacks pitcher, yeah. I think I just got confused. I looked at the game to bet it.
It's Chris Paddock for the Padres.
Yeah.
And it's M. Kelly for the Diamondbacks.
All right. Well, let me
Merrill Kelly, 1-2, 7.71 ERA.
All right. Well, I think I made that mistake earlier.
Not great, Bob.
I got
the pitcher for the Reds today.
I made a mistake, guys. Relax, chat.
Is Hoffman. The pitcher for the Dodgers is Bueller. Pitcher for the Giants is Sanchez.
Thank you.
Pitcher for Colorado is Gonzalez.
I got to tell Shaq we got to
pitcher for Seattle is Gonzalez. Pitcher for Houston is Javier.
All right.
Arena for the Tigers. Giolito for the White Sox.
Appreciate it. Big Ev, your picks?
Quintanilla for the Angels.
All right, we got it.
Folowinski's for the Rangers.
Is that Fultonevich?
Yeah, him too.
I got the Indians money line. I got the White Sox minus 1.5.
Great pick.
Marlins money line. And for the exclusive today, they're so due for a home run. Either it's Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton hit a home run. Somebody hit a home run, boosted to plus 110. One of them is hitting a fucking dinger tonight. One of them's hitting a dinger.
I kind of like that. Just
boosted plus 110. Barstool Sportsbook bet with Big Ev tonight.
Don't even narrow down. Just say one of them's got to do it.
I have a challenge.
He had a couple doubles yesterday, a couple hard hit balls. I know him enough. Home run's coming.
Can you parlay 2 guys to hit a home run? I want somebody to dunk on your face. I hope they both hit a home run and you don't play it and they dunk it right on your face.
I thought about doing that too. But
yeah, but all he needs is one of them to hit a home run. He's fine. He's good.
Yeah, but both of them pays out more.
Yeah,
both of them would pay out like probably plus like 1,000.
Right.
All right, so NFL Draft is this Thursday. Thursday night, 8 p.m., the Barstool NFL Draft Show. That's ENEFFELL. Draft Show is Thursday night. It's going to be me and Roan co-hosting and Stephen Shea as the draft analyst. We'll have some celebrities stop by. We'll have some Barstool celebrities. Dave will be on the show. Big Cat will be on the show. Rico, I'm pretty sure you'll be on the show. I don't know.
Didn't get the email yet.
You've certainly gotten that email. But you will probably be on the show. Everybody will be stopping by as we do the NFL draft, so please watch that show Friday night. Question.
Thursday night. Did I say Friday?
Yeah. Thank you very much for correcting me. I appreciate that. First running back drafted. Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams from North Carolina. Go.
Najee Harris.
For sure?
I think
so. I think Javonte Williams has got a little late draft momentum somehow.
I think so, too. I mean, he's really good, but there's
there's
been all this buzz about Najee Harris and the Steelers.
Harris.
I hate.
Well, it's because he's Franco Harris's grandson.
Uh-oh. Did Minahan tweet at me? Did Minahan tweet at me? I hate Travis Etienne in the pros. I do not like him as a prospect. I wouldn't want my team to draft him. Now, I assure you the Dolphins will probably draft him now that I'm saying this. I don't like Travis Etienne in the NFL. I think when Clemson, he put up great numbers all time, ACC, whatever. He was a good college running back. But when he got to the playoff and when he played good defenses, when he played the Notre Dames, when he played the Ohio States, when he played the Alabamas, he disappeared. He absolutely disappeared. The bulk of his yardage in college was against the Wake Forest of the world, the NC States. So that is something that's a red flag for me. I need to see some sort of production against the elites of the college football world. What did he say? What's going on?
He's mad at me. He said my brother Rico didn't exactly leap to my defense.
Well,
Lunch
you
is
tried,
now
but
officially a maybe.
You're not a foxhole guy.
Oh yeah, 1,000% I'm a foxhole guy.
Okay. Oh, I gotta answer him. What, can you guys talk for a second?
Kirk's my guy. Who do you want the Giants to take?
Smith,
Waddle.
I'm honestly content with. There's a few guys that I've heard all, and I could be good with all of them. Smith, Waddle, Parsons, J.C. Horn. Any four of those guys, I'd be more than fine with.
I just feel like the league is shaping up to be a perfect fit for a guy like Devontae Smith.
Really? How?
Quick.
Mm-hmm.
Can he return? Would he return for us?
Possibly.
I think I don't know if they'd want him to do that because how small he is.
Yeah, he's light.
They've had Jabril return, who's like a thicker guy, and he's been pretty solid at it.
Has he?
Yeah, he's been solid.
I didn't know he was good at it.
I don't know. Just the short routes. He's
No,
fast. That's what he did. He extend the defense still deep.
The only thing I think about Devontae Smith, the only worry I have is I do think there's a certain boom or bust quality to him. He could be great, or he could be. If he's not great, I think he's going to be like not good at all.
Because even on McShay was on PMT and was telling him how he was on the sideline next to him saying he's never, or Sarkisian said the same thing, smartest wide receiver he's ever coached in his life, ever been around. In terms of X's and O's, literally like a quarterback type mind in the field, fastest guy in the field, great hands.
All right.
I'm willing to take my chance at him.
Let's go.
I know he's 165 pounds.
I want him.
If you're faster than everybody, it don't matter.
Okay.
I want
so
him.
you now want him at 11. Okay.
Plus Waddle.
He might not be there. No, even I'll take either of them. I'll take Waddle.
I think he's
too.
there at 11. I think Devontae Smith's there at
Waddle
11.
off the
You think
injury,
goes Waddle first?
I think Waddle goes first. I think it goes Chase, Waddle, Smith.
I would probably say the same.
I think
Waddle's. I know it's one of those things. They almost are so close that he's just bigger, so you kind of just lean him.
Yeah, I mean, people forget. Well, they don't forget, but Devontae Smith had such a great year and such an iconic year. Like Jalen Waddle was off to that kind of start before he got hurt. Like he was on track to have that year.
People also forget that Devontae Smith caught that game-winning national championship touchdown.
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago from
4 years ago. Yeah.
From Tua.
Against
2017.
Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm. To second and 26.
Made the big play when it mattered most. Second and 26, OT.
Crazy.
Gets open, wins the game, national championship.
What were my other questions here? So, where does Jamar Chase go? Do the Bengals? Do they go tackle? Do they go receiver? First defensive player drafted. This is on the Barstool Sportsbook app. I believe it's available in Michigan and Illinois, not Pennsylvania. First defensive player taken. The four highest odds here are Patrick Surtain Jr., Micah Parsons, J.C. Horn, and Kwity Paye from Michigan. And Horn a week ago was plus like 1,200. As of today, he's plus 300 to be the first defensive player taken.
The Giants really like him.
Okay.
I think he probably is the second quarter. I think Surtain. I'm gonna out of that group. I think Surtain goes first, but I think Horn goes like right after. Parsons also. I think they're all gonna kind of go the end of that like top 10, just like kind of bang bang bang, along with like Waddle and Smith. I think they'll all kind of go in that group.
Okay. All right. So
do you have third selections on there? Like exact third selections?
You mean the third pick in the draft?
Yeah.
So
like you're saying like a 1, 2, 3.
The Jets pick second.
Oh yeah. Sequence.
Jets pick second, or the Jets pick third. Jets pick second.
Yeah.
What I meant was second. What are the odds right now? Like his second.
Oh, Zach Wilson's
it's only minus
far
like
and away.
5,000.
Is it
It's crazy.
Far and away. Yeah.
It's like insane.
The drama
I know
starts
they're
at
gonna
3.
pick him. I know. But
the drama absolutely starts at 3. Scott Daniels says Horn is the best defensive player in the draft. I don't know. Like he's good, but Surtain is really good too. And I think Micah Parsons is the best defensive player in the draft.
What's Pitt's props to go third exactly?
I don't.
I'd probably plus a
astronomical. I would believe because I believe.
But they're throwing his name around. Am I reading
the Niners? I don't think
Mac Jones, Trey Lance.
It's all quarterback with him.
Yeah.
All right. I could have sworn I saw an article the other day
Well, yesterday Shanahan said there's 5 guys that we like there, so basically it doesn't matter. But
I could have sworn I saw somebody tweeting about why would they take Pitts when they have Kittle. It's definitely. I thought it was out there. It may not be mainstream yet, but he's on their radar.
Scott Daniels says Zeke hasn't earned his first-round grade, and Derrick Henry wasn't a first-round pick. I think Zeke's more than earned his first-round grade. He's been up and down a little bit, but that's the running back position. But I think when he's at his best, he's been absolutely worth, maybe not a number 4 pick, but he's been worth a first-round pick. Sure.
Yeah, I would say so. It's just tough.
It's not like Saquon who's missed half of his snaps since he's been in the league. Saquon's been, he got hurt in week 1 this year.
Yeah, a couple weeks in.
Yeah, that was a terrible pick at number 2. But do the Dolphins take Sewell at 6 now if they let Flowers go? I don't think that really matters. I think they're still taking.
I fucking hate Eric Flowers.
Yeah, they just traded him today.
The Giants draft that guy stunk.
They traded him to the Washington football team.
Whoever went against him 3 sacks.
Yeah,
Turnstile.
You're throwing a party to be left on the edge with Eric Flowers by yourself. That guy stinks.
I don't think losing Eric Flowers is really changing the Dolphins draft plan. In fact, I think they traded him willingly for late round picks so they can afford to sign their draft class. I don't. Boy, I hope it's not Sewell. I don't want the offensive lineman.
They're gonna get Jamar Chase, Brandon. I really think.
But
so.
I don't want because this all started when they drafted Laramie Tunsil back in 2016. And this started this whole because they ended up. This is the pick they traded to the Texans, or they got from the Texans for Laramie Tunsil. I don't want to take a tackle and turn him into a tackle. Give me a weapon. I want a weapon. I want sex. I want points. I don't want protection. I don't want dependability. I want points. That's what I want.
I think the Bengals are going to go lineman.
They better.
I think they are.
They need to.
I think they sit down Joe. They say, "Listen, we know you love Jamar Chase. We need you to be healthy on the field."
What do you want the Dolphins to take?
Jamar Chase or Kyle Pitts.
All right.
Whichever one makes it. If neither make it, I'm confused. I don't know what to do.
Would you still just want a Bama receiver?
I'd rather have Waddle than Sewell. Yeah, I want to take a shot at getting. You'll never know what you have with Tua if you don't give him weapons. We got to get a running back. We got to get our starting running back in this draft, and we got to get our number 1 receiver for the future in this draft. If we don't do that, what's the point of accumulating all those draft picks if you don't use them to get what you need on the field?
No, it's fair.
I don't think you should ever really break the bank for a running back in the NFL.
No.
The way it's going.
You shouldn't, but you can use a second-round pick on one. The Dolphins have 36. If you get your starting running back at 36, I think you do it.
Yeah.
Last year they waited.
But I think the only plays like if it's like a Javonte Williams, which I don't know if he'll be there then. If he's there, then I think you take him. Other than that, you just see so many guys that are undrafted that are great players.
Yeah, that's true. But it's such a crapshoot.
Guys on a second life, like Atlanta brings in a new guy and they send him out, and you get Chicago's guy.
In the NFL now, you really need 2 like solid backs.
2.
Literally, unless you have like Zeke, you need 2, and even him, like they give him.
No, you still need that guy behind him.
You need 2 guys. You need 2 guys that you can trust to carry the ball.
Because you can't trust a running back, whoever it is, to start 16 games.
No, he gets hit every fucking play.
Right, so that's the thing. I don't think you should ever break the bank on it.
No, you shouldn't.
No.
Just go get, or just do by committee and pay.
No, that's what I'm.
Do 3 meddling backs.
I am petrified for the Giants about making that decision with Saquon. I hope they make the right call and don't pay him a ton of money.
Yeah,
I love Saquon. They should let him walk.
They've got to let
the
him
league is moving.
If they give him $90 million,
I'm
I'm like, you're setting this team up for failure, disaster for years.
The league is moving to a passing league. You do not pay your running backs.
I don't think it's moving to a passing league. I think it's already moved.
Yeah, it's it. I'm sorry, it's already there.
You say, listen, we'll give you 2 years, $12 million, or test free agency.
Yeah, he's not going to take 2 years.
Go see how much you're going to make.
For sure not.
Go see how much you're going to make.
Someone might give him like 3 for like 50 maybe if they want to go crazy, but like even that I wouldn't want to do that at all.
All right, Scott Daniels, who's got a lot of comments read here. Running back and cornerback are the only positions you don't ever have to draft and still find Hall of Famers in undrafted free agency. Cornerback, really? I feel like you really.
I mean, cornerback's premium now.
Cornerback is a premium position.
That's why, because even the Giants, like we have a lot of corners now, I'd even be fine taking J.C. Horn. You can never have enough good corners.
Yeah, corner.
You really can't.
Corner is something you better have. You better be able to answer if somebody's number 1 or number 2 or even their slot. You got to be able to address the
Because
slot.
half these teams now have 3 like stud receivers.
You're in nickel half the fucking time.
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying. That's why I love. Like we have Bradbury, who was great. We had Yada last year, played great. We signed Adoree Jackson. I still would take another guy if he's a stud.
Can I say something to you boys?
Yeah.
This was a good show.
Good show.
I thought so
It was a
too.
very good show. It felt good.
Good
It was good
show.
flow. Shout out to Kirk. I hope you come. Good show. Good show, Rico. You gonna be here tomorrow? It's
Yeah.
Today, tomorrow, and Thursday this week,
Yeah.
right? And
Kirk apologized. Said I was right.
apologize to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he apologize to me?
No.
He should give me, I don't think I've ever talked to Kirby. He should give me props. I picked him out of the whole field to win.
That's what started the whole thing.
I've
That's
never.
a terrible pick, by the way.
Why?
Um,
I basically picked the best player.
They haven't been tested.
I think the team with the best player. That's what I did.
I don't
think
know.
he's the best overall
See, but
player.
Frank and the Frankettes have 3 good players.
That's true.
The Yak has two
Well,
and
they're
3/4
good
good
'cause
players.
they cover their grounds. Like Frank's great with sports. KB's got the geography. Nick's pretty well rounded.
I don't hear music, but we're getting out of here. All right, so we're getting out of here. The Yak is up next. Thank you, boys.